So we've just spent the day at Europa Park, and it's pretty good. We basically didn't even get, I would say, we did 80% of the rides. We've only got the really big rides left tomorrow. I think maybe like 3 or 4 big rides. I don't even know what they're called. But yeah.
No, I can't even.
But there's probably like 3 or 4 of the bigger rides. We've done a lot of the little rides. We see the Paddington show. It rained, so we kind of watched the beginning of the horse show over in the Spain area. But we've got a few more to see tomorrow. There's like an acrobatic show. There's a few others that we're not going to bother. There's like a puppet show and a bubble show. We're not going to watch them. But we've just gone to Lidl's on the hunt for a cup of tea. Well, some tea bags. So the long story short is, in Germany they don't sell tea anywhere. McDonald's, Starbucks, Europa Park, Lidl's, anywhere. So we was trying to find tea bags, and nowhere sells tea. And from being from England, we are used to 5 cups of tea a day. I'm not even lying. Well, maybe 3 minimum.
I'll try to lower it down a bit.
So depends. On a weekend it's like 4 or 5. On a normal day it's 2 or 3. On a working day. Yeah, so we've just gone for a walk around all the hotels, and as you see from the footage, they're quite cool. So one's got like a Colosseum, and you can basically walk up the Colosseum bit and have a look, take some photos. And then there was another hotel, no, the Colosseum hotel is kind of called Calesso, and then the other one's called Bell Rock, and that's got what's it got? That's it. It's like a water fountain, and it does like a fountain display. So we just watched that for a little while, and now we're on the long way back to the hotel because we're not up to much. So we might as well take the long way. So it's nice and quiet. The sun is setting in the background. You can't really see it, but the sun is there. So yeah, had a good day, as you can see from the footage. Lots of cool stuff. The hotel's pretty nice. The breakfast is pretty standard. European hotel food can be a bit funny. Their eggs are a bit weird. Their sausages is weird, and their bacon is weird. You can't beat an English breakfast. But we'll see you soon. Enjoy the footage, and I highly recommend our hotel and Europa Park. The details will be in the description of the hotel, and yeah, enjoy your day and carry on with some more footage. Oh, it's going over my... Oh, it kind of stopped. So we just found this random little arcade. Pac-Man. Oh, Space Jam. That's a Space Jam one. I'll show you. Should we get some food?
Yeah.
Give on that.
USA, Ashanti Mom in the Bible land, in the Holy Land, where by the grace of the
dreams are made of things. Who am I to decide?
long.
I don't know where it's off. Oh, we missed it.
We have to go around.
That may be a dog, yeah.
Go and climb up.
There's a safety car in it. So it's May 2019 and we've just done Europa Park. So we've just gone and seen basically most of the shows, and we're going to give you a rundown of our review of the shows, opinion on the shows, whether you should spend your time going to the show. Because if you're going to Europa Park, you need to have 2 days. So if you go in there and you've got 1 day, then you need to know what's the best things to go and see, so you can use your time the best, basically. So we're going to go for a few shows, probably go for, I don't think we've seen every show.
No.
There's a few of the kids shows we haven't bothered. So if you're going to see some of the kids shows, then I may not be able to help you. But, so first we're going to talk about Paddington on Ice. So Paddington on Ice goes on for about half an hour. It's a really good ice show. But it's kind of just an ice show.
Yeah, there's no, like, if you've watched the films of, like, Paddington, like, you would associate it's going to be similar with regards with that. They still have, like, Aunt Lucy.
And Paddington, he's in it.
And Paddington, of course. But
and Marmalade, that was important.
Yeah.
It didn't come in straight away. It took about 10 minutes. But the Marmalade, because I literally said to Charlotte, I said, oh, they've got to do a bit where he talks about marmalade or tries to eat some marmalade, because, you know, that's one of the things. So it did, that happened.
But, yeah, from what you know of the story, not really much of that actually happened in part. So they can't do all of it, but...
Yeah.
From what you've seen the film,
so the main theme of the show was basically like sea and on boats, and I was like, he gets a train and gets found at a train station.
They did have that
there was a ticket. Well, the bizarre thing was they had a ticket inspector, like a train conductor. Literally, she was dressed as a train conductor, and she chased him around the boat. And I just was like, that's just confusing. A ticket inspector looks like a train conductor, and it's all based around boats. And then all these fish come out, not real fish, you know, like people dressed in fish costumes. And I was like, nah, this ain't Paddington. No. So it's a good show. It's a good ice show.
Yeah,
there's some
they do like some tricks.
Yeah, backflips on ice and all that good stuff. But
It's good. Like, if you
Yeah.
like Paddington, you will enjoy it. But
Or if you just want to see a nice show.
Yeah, or if you try and think of it as what the film's like, yeah, it's not really 100% like it. But it was good. Like, don't get me wrong, it was good.
So that was the first show that we would recommend. Basically, I would definitely recommend it, but just don't expect it to be that much linked to Paddington.
Like the film.
Yeah, but it's a good show. The second show we're going to talk about is based in the England section, and that is in the Globe Theatre, which, as some of you may know, is basically like a Shakespeare theatre that's in London. And in that side, there's an acrobat show. So you expect your normal circus stuff, and most of the show is your traditional circus stuff. But I definitely recommend it because there's a section in there. I'm going to basically explain it. So this guy gets a mirror. He smashes the mirror. He puts a bit of glass in his mouth. He gets a sword, puts the sword on the glass in his mouth. He balances it, and then he walks backwards into
While
this...
still balancing it.
Yeah,
on...
into some contraption, and then this machine thing spins him around in a 360 circle, and the whole time he has this bit of glass with a sword. No, it's not a sword, it's an axe. It's an axe.
Yeah, it's an axe on that bit.
And the whole time that he's being spun 360, he's upside down at one of the points, still with the glass in his mouth, still balancing this axe. It's very impressive. And obviously did some other stuff, like he had a sword in his mouth and then he put some champagne glasses on it.
Yeah.
That was that one act. There was 4 acts, weren't there? There was 4 couples.
Yeah, there was like...
And some pointless dancers.
Yeah, there was like the rope thing when they have like 2 material ropes and they're hanging.
It's like a little bit like long curtains, aren't they?
Yeah, hanging from each other, and do like little tricks, and you think like they're only literally hanging by their foot, and they're somehow still, they're not fallen.
Yeah.
But
that
and
was
then like a pole dance.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah,
kind
she
of
was
thing.
like a pole dancer, kind of thing.
And there was some random lady throwing like little petals.
Yeah. So as I said, it's a kind of general circus show, but the one guy is you've never seen that kind of stuff before. So definitely recommend that as well. I'm trying to think what else we saw. So we went to see there's basically like it's in a dome, and it's a space themed astronaut kind of show, and it's not that impressive. You go down, you lay on a beanbag, which is really comfortable.
Beanbag, lay down. But...
So if you want a 10-minute nap, go and find the astronaut themed show in a dome. Have a nice 10-minute nap. We're not going to talk anymore. If it was worth talking about, we'd tell you.
But one thing, my eyes ache from watching that. I ended up...
Yeah. I didn't...
Yeah.
My eyes were fine. They were closed. The back of my eyelids. But anyway, we won't talk about that. It's worth the nap time. But yeah, also we went and saw the 4D show, which was brilliant. We didn't understand any of the words, but you didn't need to because the story told itself, really.
Yeah.
I knew the whole story without... I'm not going to tell you guys and spoil it, but you don't need to speak any language. It's like an animation film, and you just watch it and enjoy it.
You kind of get the gist of what they're kind of saying.
To be fair, there's not that many words. It's like a lot of
It's more action, than anything else, and that's got humour in it. So you do like laugh along.
Yeah.
And you get sprayed with water.
The usual 4D kind of stuff, but I definitely recommend the 4D show. That was good.
There is one. The first thing that we did go on is kind of like a show, but then it's kind of a ride. It's like, what's it called?
I can't remember what it's called. So we're not going to talk about that because that's a ride. We're just talking about the shows for you guys. That's a permanent attraction.
Okay.
Cool. So the next ride we're going to talk about, not ride, show, is, well, basically, they have a show that includes horses. But we only saw 10 minutes due to the rain.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Spain area, there's basically like a show that includes horses and people riding horses and they do tricks on the horses. We saw 10 minutes and the 10 minutes that we saw was really good. The horse come out of the floor, like the floor dropped, didn't he? And the floor dropped. The floor's not a person. The floor dropped, and this horse rider come up from the floor, and then
come up some stairs as well, like on the other side of the arena. If we were sitting right at the front, we would have like
so if you go
straight past.
So sit at the front because they bring the horse and literally right in front of the audience along the walk, like the alley with the hallway, kind of bit. So yeah, that's quite good.
But sadly, we only watched about 10 minutes of it because the heavens open, so like it just chucked it down. With
But the
rain.
10 minutes we saw was really
Was
top quality,
good, what we
so
saw.
I can only imagine if you'd stayed for the whole half an hour show, it would probably be the best show there is. So I would probably say, if you was to definitely see one show, it would probably be that whole show.
Yeah.
Because the Paddington show was great, but wasn't Paddington themed. The acrobatic show is great, but it's a bit same old circus stuff. But the whole show, to be fair, we like animals and we like horses and that kind of thing anyway. So, so if you was going to go and see one show, it'd probably be that.
Recommend that.
The only other thing I'm going to quickly talk about is there's this show that includes like singing puppet birds in Italy, and if you come across it, do not waste your time.
The very end was a lot better than what the rest of the show was. But if you've got little kids, like I would probably say, they may enjoy it. But I think they may get bored, sadly, after a little while. While
we're talking about being in Italy, because that's in the Italy area, there's an outdoor show in Italy called Feel the Beat. Also, don't waste your time.
It depends. When we saw it the first time, the girl was good.
Basically, it's just like a singing karaoke show. A man and a woman come out, some backing dancers, and they sing a few jazzy pop songs. It's nothing special. Actually, I forgot. It is pretty cool because they do the trampoline skipping bit. So the guy who sung in the show was awful, but on a different day you might get a better singer. And the first 10 minutes of the show is just singing
like different like
songs.
Pop songs like Lady Gaga and bits like that.
But after that, they bring out these like acrobat guys, and they do like skipping, and then they do backflips on the trampoline with like a crash mat, and where they jump off the trampoline, and then they go straight into skipping. That was really cool.
I think you've got some footage.
Yeah, I'm going to upload a separate video with all the footage, so this is just to let you guys know about some of the shows, but there's going to be another video on my channel that's going to have a lot of the footage, so keep your eyes on my channel, go have a look. There's probably going to be a couple of videos for you to check out. The links will be in the description, all that kind of good stuff. If Charlotte's lucky enough, I'll put a link to her channel down below. She's going to have her own videos going out, so go check out that. Like, subscribe, the good stuff. But yeah, so that was Feel the Beat. That show we was just talking about, where it's outside in Italy.
There's one bit. There's Have a Goodbye show. It's not a goodbye show. It's also pretty much the same thing as Feel the Beat. So if you see the thing, it's like 6 o'clock
in Italy on the same stage.
On the same stage, it says the word goodbye, but it's pretty much the same thing as what you see a bit earlier on. So don't waste your time by hanging around for 6 o'clock to watch that.
It's the same show.
The exact same show. We started sitting there and thinking, hang on a minute.
I think there was a couple of different singers and dancers. The cast were different.
Yeah, the two singers were a lot better than the first time round. But
again,
it's the exact same bit. So don't wait around for 6 o'clock if you are there.
Yeah. The one thing we didn't get to do, as I had mentioned earlier, there was a little bit of rain. There was a show, it's a parade at 4:30. We didn't get to see that because of the rain. So when we was walking through, they had all the music still coming through the speakers, but there was no parade going on.
Because it was raining at the time.
I would have probably liked to have seen the parade, but we didn't get to see that.
If we come back again, then...
Yeah, there's a few other shows that go on in Europa Park that we haven't spoke about, but as I said, we're just going to tell you about the ones that we want you to go and have a look at when you're there, because there's probably like 15 shows throughout the day, and you're going to have time to maybe go to about 3 or 4. So just choose them wisely. Also, make sure you have a look how long the show is. We was going to go in Italy, the area inside. There's an inside show that's basically like a pirate show, and we was going to do that, and then I saw it's 45 minutes long, and I was like, if we don't like it, we're stuck in there 45 minutes. Also, it's just a long period of time, a big chunk taken out the day. So maybe if you're there for a few days to get out
and stuff like that, just to try and get out of the rain.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we never.
It's a bit long. The good thing is, I suppose, the pirate show, the one we didn't see, the 45-minute show, is meant to be about they're opening up a new water park, and it all links in. So that the pirate show is like a new show, and I suppose they've created it to get people prepared for the water park. The water park, by the way, is miles away.
Not nearby.
I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but basically the water park is probably a mile away from the theme park. I'm assuming that basically there's a monorail system here, and I don't know if they can extend the monorail or build a new monorail to take people over there. But if you want to go from the theme park to the water park, they're probably going to put in something.
I don't know if it'll... shuttle bus maybe.
Yeah, maybe not build. It would be good if they could build a monorail, but I think if they was going to build it, they'd be building now. Because it's nearly built over there. The water park,
not really.
Yeah, if you go past, the building is there. The water pipes are in. The hotel's built.
No, when we went past on our first day, it wasn't not all the pipes.
No, but
attached.
I'm saying
pretty much.
They're halfway done.
Yeah.
So
do the grounds
I don't think they're going to put in a monorail. I think that would already be being built right now. So surely they're going to put in shuttle buses. But that's opening the end of this year, and it's probably going to be good.
28th of November, I think I saw on the signs when we came in.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's going to be really good there. I suppose it's one of them things. If you come to Europa Park for 2 days, because you need 2 days, then that's going to make you stay a third day. So everyone's going to want to stay that extra day to go and spend a whole day at the water park. And it's indoors, so that's why
having a miserable weather and it's colder, then that'd probably be a...
You just go there. That's, I suppose, also why it's opening in November, because it doesn't matter because it's indoors. Yeah. Also, Europa Park, I think they close over winter. I'm sure they close, or they have reduced hours and stuff over winter anyway, and shows. Like they have less footfall. So I'm assuming that's to increase people coming at the winter time. You can go to the indoor water park, and but yeah. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Hey.